No, I left out a few things in the office. Laura's got a lot of expensive markers and pens in here. Lots and lots of markers and pens that are actually surprisingly not cheap. Some more of my books over here. I don't remember if I got those yet. Some framed stuff. Something that Laura made for me from pieces of my old truck. And now I think we're done in the office. Oh, no, there's this stuff. There's a cutting board thingy, spirograph, and a laminator. There's a label maker over there too. This is a label maker. This is a grometer that Laura has. Okay, into the bedroom. Books, books, books. This is all fiction. And we'll go down several shelves here. There's the Anthony Burgess section. That's a little glass squirrel. Don DeLillo on his side. Middlesex, pretty overrated. Little wooden box from Russia. Couple over there. Aldous Huxley, never overrated. All good. That's an asshole with a loud sound system outside. We're leaving him here. Wow, that's some bad music. Some horizontal books up there. Bottom shelf here in the book of section. That's the best section. Still in fiction. And then there is the bookshelf itself, unfinished, about 7 feet high bookshelf. We mean to finish it, haven't gotten to it yet. More fiction over here. Shakespeare, nice volume about of Shakespeare's complete stuff. Harry Steingart, all good. There's a gnome on top of some tiny little books, which I really like. These are our little hands that we cast ourselves. There's a goat trophy that my friend Liz gave me. There's the William T. Vollmann section. Proceed at your own peril. Here we're getting into words, section on words and language and wordplay. There's some short stories and collections over there. More word stuff over here. Anthony Burgess up on top again. All good stuff. Going into the humor section over here with the Onion books. Down here a bunch of joke books and comedy and S.J. Perelman, Groucho Marx. All kinds of goodies. Nuns having fun. No home should be without it. There's a nice plant. And there's this kind of cheapo Target bookshelf itself. While I'm here, this is actually one of the more valuable items in the house. This is the 5-volume Modernist Cuisine book set that our friend Chris gave us for our wedding. Here are some framed photos from our wedding itself. Here's a jewelry hanger with lots of Laura's necklaces and such like. Some jewelry boxes here. Our Chico fan. Some plants. A hamper. Laura's old childhood dresser right there with all of her clothes in it. Here's a little short bookshelf, and here are some film books that are on it. These are directors, starting with A. Directors and film people, I guess, starting with A. From A to Eisenstein, picking up at Bob Hope down here. And the big old horizontal John Ford book up there. Our bed, a queen-size bed with a pillow topper mattress thingy. There's a nice Winsor McCay book of Little Nemo that Laura's occasionally reading. Books, lamp, stuffed manatee, you know, the essentials. All sorts of stuff in the under the bed. We'll get to that some other day. Lamp, clock, book, more books. Directors and film people. These are all out of order, starting in S, going through to Z, I guess. Little head scratcher thing. Some Mojo magazines, mostly unread. More books on words. Slang. Here's some horizontal books on slang and Turkish phrase books. Yeats. Mencken. This is more words and slang and such. Sort of a mishmash section. Various magazines over here. And there is, if that wasn't clear already, there's this little nightstand, and there's the foldable bookshelf itself. Framed art. That's called a tapa cloth from Samoa. There's that needlepoint thing that Laura did. Another thing that Laura did, some origami hanging from there. We've got the curtains there. We've got some framed drawing of our late cat Godfrey. There's me in the mirror. And yes, good. Okay, moving forward, we have, these are biographies up here, out of order, in some sort of order, I guess. Cram for space, lots of things are horizontal. All biography and puppet. There's a flea. Big flea. Biography. Giant ant named Antonio. In the science section, there's a dog. Thank you, doggy. There's another dog. Biography, the end of the biography section. There's more science section. Science and nature, I guess. More science and nature here. Good book on locusts. The end of the science section into African American stuff. Small section on sports. We'll go back over here. There's a continuation of the sports section. There's a little section on Jews. places. And then there's the shelf itself, which is the same as the unfinished one. 7 feet high. This one's just painted. Got the macrame thing from the 70s. Framed poster of, what is that? This French version of Bunny Lake is missing. That's an original, I think, framed. There's a whole bunch of shoes. Laura's shoes. Damned if I know what they are, but they're shoes. Too many, frankly. A lot of stuff up here. It's kind of hard to take account of. It's all packed away. That's the snoozer. That's the little dog carrying case. Very useful. There's one air conditioner here and another air conditioner behind it, which maybe you can see. Christmas tree stand. There's some nice rolling luggage up there, which we like quite a bit. I don't know what the hell this is. Nora's clothing. I'm not even going to attempt it. However, there are some boots of some value down here, I think, if you can see them. I have some shoes also, not particularly interesting or valuable, but they are shoes and I wear them on my feet. There are boots, and the boots are expensive, and that's about it. Each of these has a mate. They are real shoes and boots, whatever that means. And I have a gym bag and a bunch of clothing, and none of my clothing is valuable. And there's a mirror. And I'm stopping.